I think, is 200. So those shouldn't match up at all. But it seems to be recording. And again, I haven't watched any footage back, but it seems like it's working. So I want to record some stuff on it and then come back and see how it turns out. And then maybe either way, if it's at least watchable, at least, but not good enough, I can still put that as part, of whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about it. Ha. She has no idea what's going on right now. Don't forget to bring a towel. Want to get high? Want to get high? I think she might be going to get high right now. Up in the winder. Up in the winder. That's how I say it around here, Bob. That's the winder. Actually, that's how they say it about 5 miles down the road in Shandor. It's winder. But I mean, uh, so far so good for most things. High on the camera. Uh, it's like that as far as the SD card goes sometimes because like on the X5, these memory cards that I'm using, they're the I forget what the exact thing is. The Lexar, the like little blue ones, the micro SDs. They come in, I think, 64, 128, 256, and 512. I'm using the 256 variants, and I've got these in a bunch of things, and I've got them. I've recorded to the GH5, as a matter of fact, using these cards, and don't seem to have any problems. So of course that camera doesn't do 6K, but I've been shooting in 4K. Of course, it doesn't do open gate, but and I haven't tried the intra or infrared files either. I know it's not going to handle the infrared files because those require a lot of that's a lot of data, uh, and you know when you need a lot of data, I don't need a lot of data for this. When we go down beneath the streets, so that it's our time down there, that's when I bring a lot of data. But the reason I'm going ahead and doing this what part on the SD card too is because the big area that I have had problems with so far is oddly enough recording to the SSD. I was able to record like regular open gate into move files onto the SSD, but not the Apple ProRes, which is really weird, really odd. But uh, I'm gonna. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna. There she goes chasing her balls. I'm gonna try again. But I wanted to make include this part. So all right. So all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, motherfucker. Um, this is freshly filled, so expect a call for 300. Zip 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 zip. Why does my head keep like just? It's like my head is just like falling to one side. It must be my testicular my testicular pneumonia in my ear. Vestibular schwannoma, vestibular schwannoma, testicular pneumonia, as they say. It's weighing my head down. Cheers. Yeah. Mm. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. For real. For really real, real, real. Oh, for real. I think it's because I'm like at an angle. I don't know. I did select 180 angle in the camera for my shutter speed, so that's probably it. And I'm sorry, I keep like looking up at the monitor instead of like dead ahead, and I'm sorry for that. I am sorry for that. We'll be right back with whatever the next test piece be. Sheep. Well, that's kind of a bust so far. Um, to the okay, here's where it gets a little bit worrisome. Is I tried dialing the resolution down all the way to 4K, and still when I try to record ProRes, it stops after about 30 couple seconds, and then it says basically the SSD is not up to speed, or whatever. And problem is the SSD should be very much up to speed. This is the SanDisk Extreme Pro 2, which it's the 2 terabyte variant, but it's I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. There is one other thing that I do have a Extreme Pro, or Extreme, the original version, the 1 terabyte. Um, but I don't know unless I was wrong about the size limitations, because I do remember watching a video, and was where they said that you can't use a SSD bigger than 2 terabytes. It won't work. Um, Maybe 2 terabytes is too big. I don't know. I did read another thing with a guy that was having what sounded like the exact same problem. Um, and his ended up being the main board inside of the camera. Oh boy, I hope that's not the case, because if that's the case, I gotta send the whole goddamn camera to Panasonic. Um, but we're gonna try some more testing and some different things first. I do have other SSDs I can try. Um, the other big problem is that I can't clear off those other SSDs, and you know it's to my understanding that this camera does not like working with SSDs that it does not format on its own. Um, so I don't know. We're gonna see about that. I'm also gonna try some cables and stuff because this has got to be this framing has got to be crooked. It's hard to tell like this. That's probably why my head keeps. Um, but we're gonna try some different cables and stuff. The problem that I'm having with trying the different cables right now is that the only real HDMI cable I've got for that works for this right now is the a right angle HDMI cable. And unfortunately, the way that the port is oriented on the camera itself, it's such a way that the right angle goes down over top of where the USB C port is. And then, so it's over top of the USB C port. The I've only got one USB C cable that I can fit in there because it too is a right angle. Anything else comes straight out, and then the HDMI cable is boom in the way. So, oh boy, oh boy. But I mean, if I can't get the ProRes recording to work, I might just forget about it. And I mean, I don't know, because it seems kind of, shitty. Um, as expensive as this camera is, I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the screen. As as expensive as this camera is, it almost feels like I've got a responsibility to make sure that it works, that every little thing on this camera, even if I'm not using that feature, works. Uh, that's my little bit of octa or whatever you want to call it right there, I guess. But I digress. Ha. Meow. Meow. Uh, but on the other hand, we got Cinelite D and, move files at 6K. Um, even if, recording them to the SD card like this doesn't ends up not working out, and I'm recording all of this footage that way for no reason. Um, you know, I can still hook up the SSD and record uh, that way, just as move files, 6K, uh, 3.2, open gate. Open the motherfucking gate, you son of a bitch. Open the gate, we at 6Ks. So the firmware update definitely did not help the SSD situation. I mean, I don't think it hurt it either, but I think we started at 2.3 and we upgraded to 2.5. So that does not help with that issue. I hope that it's not a main board issue, because that would suck. I just got this motherfucking camera. I don't want to have to send it back to get it fixed. That's a do I just live, with uh, without being able to do the ProRes. This little girl over here at the window, like, she sees something. Something is going on out there. Yo, what is going on out there, baby girl? She probably sees Squeakers or somebody out there. Is Squeakers out here on your porch? That son of a bitch. Hey, Squeaks. What's up, Squeaks? Y'all are all right. Y'all are not each other's competition. Y'all are not each other's competition. Calm down. They are having a stare down right now. Uh, Squeakers and Keys are having a stare down. He is not your competition, Keys. Squeakers is out here. I can't see for sure, but I am judging based on the way her eyes are going. Uh, he is walking across the Miranda, strutting his stuff. It's like, hey girl, get a load of me. I'm kind of a big deal, because I be eating lunch over here, getting treats, and go downstairs and get lunch and get treats, and then come back up here and get treats, and then go behind the building and kill a squirrel and eat it, and eat a mouse and a bird, and come back and get food and treats, and I'm saying they're all kind of fat around here. Yeah. Everybody except for Keys. Keys isn't very fat. And that's mostly just because she refuses to eat the wet food. She just wants to live on treats and dry foods for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I usually like my food a little bit wet. It's a good thing she drinks a lot of water because, like cats in the wild, they usually get most of their moisture from their kills. And as opposed to humans who get most of their moisture from your mom. What am I like, fucking 12? Um, yeah. I told you, baby. I am fucking 12, 47, and 82. I am 12, 47, and 82. Take your pick. Oh shit, they is partying down in the basement. They is partying down in the basement. I can hear it. I can hear it. And they might even have some strippers. Uh, thank God they didn't hire me, because it'd be like it'd be like going and getting some chicken and coming home with salmonella. I mean, unless you like dried up prune cakes. Unless you like dried up prune cakes, then I might be the stripper for you. If you like dried up prune cakes that move very slowly and fall over themselves and stutter, then I might be the stripper for you. Bo bo. He's out there strutting to get your reaction, dude. The only reason he's out there strutting is to get your reaction, Keys. Like, I think Squeakers is out there trying to show off, and Keys is up here like, I'm gonna fucking hit that son of a bitch. You know? She wants to smack him around. I'm serious. Keys does not like other cats. Keys does not like other cats. And the one time that she got out, she did go straight for Squeakers. But she had that hand drew back. She was looking for blood, and she was looking for blood, and she was like, "You on my porch? This is my barn, you son of a bitch." She was like that. That scene in Conjuring 2. He was like, "This is my house," and she's like, "This is my barn." Meow, meow. That's what she say. What does the key say? All kind of shit. Usually I will rant and ramble when I start getting onto social stuff like that, but I'm gonna leave it chill for now, except for one thing. Except for one thing. Remember that time a couple of people were giving me shit for putting like the Black Lives Matter thing in front of my vidges, and like people were bitching about it, like, I come here to watch videos. I mean, it's fine, that you come to watch videos to get your mind off of current events or whatever, but like, you can you can mute your TV or your computer or whatever while that like little 20 seconds is going. But I'm just saying, you know trying to sense, but because you don't want to see it, you expect me to censor myself. But then you turn around and say, Facebook is trying to censor me. Instagram is trying to censor me. Twitter is trying to censor me. All while asking me to censor me. Just random blast from the past. This has been a random blast for the past with Tommy G, Grandmaster Flash. Not the Grandmaster Flash part. I'm just saying. I'm not that much greatness. I'm not really greatness at all. I'm just a fat guy telling it like it is with fat. A little extra fat. I just tell it like it is with a little extra fat. Do you like these little extra nuggets? My little extra nuggets of fat nuggets. I got them fat nuggets of juice. Hey, mm, I got them fat nuggets of juice. Oh, juice. Hey, oos, fat nuggets of juice. Fat nuggets of juice. Come get these motherfucking fat nuggets of juice. Ha. She's like, shut the fuck up. Ha. You can come on up, dude. You live here too. You can hop up on the couch when you want, little dude. You live here too. You son of a bitch. I say, I need to reposition, I think, my monitor upside down just to get it like closer to the lens so that way when I'm like I am right now looking up at the monitor instead of at the lens, you know, just get me a little bit closer to the lens. Uh, uh, that I've been, making these videos on the regular for what's it been now, November, or no, actually, I think October, maybe even was before October, like right before October of, of 2017. Well, no, actually, it was November 7th. That's right, because that kicked off with that first Don't Eat the Gum unboxing. Uh, so we've been doing these videos like on the regular. Of varying quality and content, but doing these videos on the regular since November 7th, 2017. Uh, and I still do shit like look at the monitor instead of the lens. It's easy to do. It is so easy to do. Hey, little dude, it's easy to do. You know, she does. She does the same thing. Like when we're filming in the back in the actual studio, and I'm able to like actually coax her up into my lap or something, and she'll see herself up on the TV, be like, "Who the fuck is that other cat? I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. Who was that other cat? Get out of here! Get out of here, you other cat." Not you, dude. Not you. That's what you say to yourself on the TV. I thought I seen you on the TV. For real. I mean, because that is, essentially barn life, those little field mice, they're like about that big, Field mice, fun fact, field mice are the nature's equivalent to fun size candy bars. Or like those like little burger sliders, those little slider burgers, That's what field mice are to cats. You know? That's probably what she is. She sees her dry food and it reminds her of her little fun size mice. Her little fun size mice bars. She is a little bit of a predator. She is a little bit of a predator. She could almost camouflage into the darkness of night, but her whiteness kind of gives her away. Your whiteness kind of gives you away. She's got enough whiteness that she probably puts mayo on them fries. I'm saying. Me too, baby girl. Me too. We are so white, or I am so white. You know, I will eat a traditional Irish meal. I'm talking, corned beef sandwich with boiled potatoes and fried cabbage, and then add mayo on top of that shit. No, probably not, but probably not that. Actually, then again, I might put mayo. Yeah, maybe. Mayo does go with both corned beef hash and potentially boiled potatoes. I haven't tried. I don't know, mayo on fried cabbage. Maybe. Um, you know what? You know what really goes good on that shit though? Thousand Island. You know, or like a Reuben sandwich. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Irish in me screams for Reuben sandwiches. I do. I love a good Reuben. I love a good Reuben. As a matter of fact, usually when we go, like when we go to my doctor's appointments and stuff, usually I stop and get something to eat on the way back. And normally I always go to like McDonald's and uh, McDonald's, like, so every once in a while, like Dairy Queen or something. But like, uh, I think I'm gonna go buy Goodfellas. Goodfellas. I'm gonna go buy some Goodfellas. Uh, I think on Tuesday, and because they got Reubens, uh, and actually the pantry down at the end of what you call it, old 33, old 3350. They got a really good Reuben sandwich too. The only thing is like I feel kind of like almost a little bit awkward standing around and waiting in the pantry, um, just because I definitely don't belong in that situation because like they're you know that and a few other places around here are run by like we call it like what is that? What would you call that? Like in between of like modern Mennonites and like old order Mennonites. It's like kind of like in between. That's kind of where they are, and I mean probably more toward the modern Mennonites. But I'm saying they're Amish enough that they probably don't watch horror movies and stuff like that. And I'm always wearing my horror, either a horror movie shirt, a band shirt, or like a weed shirt. And so like the first time I went in there to try the Reuben sandwich, um, the dude's working in there. He's got his two like little young daughters helping make the sandwiches and run the shop and shit. And so I come in there, I order me a couple Reuben sandwiches, and like they keep looking at me kind of weird, and I don't know, like okay. So I'm trying to like make me kind of nervous, and like I'm trying to like just like look around, not pay any attention, whatever. And but like I realized as I was pulling out of there on my Scooty Puff, I was wearing my crit I was wearing my Critters shirt. These little. If you don't know what Critters is, it's a movie. Well, it's a series of movies, but Google it, and you'll see what I'm saying. But my shirt's got like critters like everywhere, like blood dripping off their fangs, and shit. That was a that was probably where those looks were coming from. But that being said, both places make an amazing Reuben. My one complaint about the Goodfellas is you shouldn't have done that, ma'am. He was just a little good feller. Uh, my one complaint was that when I went in there the first time, They were out of corned beef. They were out of corned beef. And so I had to, get the turkey Reuben instead. And I was highly disappointed. As a matter of fact, when the lady came, I went out to smoke a cigarette after I placed my order. The lady came out to tell me that, you know, I, either I could get something else or they could give me the turkey Reuben. So, all right, give me the turkey. I told her, I'm like, you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my Irish little heart or my little Irish heart or whatever. I want my corned beef Reuben, you know. Uh, so all that being said, the turkey Reuben was amazing. But, just to make that clear, the turkey Reuben was amazeballs. Boop, 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 boop. I was just all tired, chilling up on the chair. She was like, that was hard work watching Squeakers out there strut his stuff across my porch. You know? Or, excuse me, your barn. Oh, come on now. Buzz for me. Vibrate and make me feel good thing. Oh, it's cherry cock. Oh, in case you're wondering, that's the name of the strain. It's cherry cock. Or at least that's what the jar says. I think it's supposed to be cherry cocktail, but it says cherry cock. So we in here smoke. So we in here sucking on some cherry cock. Yeah. Uh-huh. I like how it like the vibrator, the buzz like slows down toward the end of it. It's like we got you there. Now let's chill. Because that's usually what vibrators do. They get you there and then they slow down, you turn them off, and you chill. As God intended. All right. Mm. Do 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 do, and whatever the next test is, and I'll see you there. And we might be in another 3-2 square, but I promise to have on more than just my underwear. So we're recording in ProRes now. Um, Turns out it was the cable. Um, I pulled the cable from my Crucial SSD, which happened to actually, unlike most of the SSDs and hard drives in my collection, was the original cable that like actually came with it. So I guess it meets all the specifications. I've only recorded about a minute so far, and we're recording in was it 422 HQ? So I did the math, and we should get about a little under 2 hours of recording per 2 terabyte SSD. So we're going to keep this one fairly short, and I think pretty much anything we film onto this SSD in ProRes, we're going to have to edit directly off of the SSD. Um, it'd be nice if I could have like a whole like stack of these SSDs, and just like go betweens or whatever. All right, I am going to check the screens. And I also think that this battery is more than halfway dead. Uh, I am as not as impressed with the autofocus as I thought I would be. It's a little bit slower, but to be fair, I haven't really gone in the settings too much and tried to alter the way of the force. So but I have a little bit. Where's my thing? But I mean, I did set it to what was it, human and focus zone and all of that good gravy, baby, and yeah. So we're here. It's still, no matter how you look at it, 100 times better than the autofocus of my GH5 and my GX85 for that matter too. Because actually, I think that the autofocus on my oh, that is too much. I am oh, god damn it, I am overpacking the AA rise here. Sorry, but I think that damn it, the autofocus on the GX85 is actually better than the autofocus of the GH5. I really do. I really, really do. And as a post test, let us do a what do you call it? A keyframed pan in of the chamber to the AA rise here real quick. Come on, zoom on in. Don't be afraid, little dude. Don't be afraid. And also, while I'm continuing to get this ready, put up some footage that we filmed in the Move 6K, whatever, thingy thing, side by side. I'm just saying, let's take a double look and maybe some of those pictures too. Let's see what it do about. Let's see what about it be to do by. I need to get a green mouth tube thing to suck on. I need to get a green one to suck on. I don't like sucking on the black ones. So, sorry. Okay, now put a couple of the photos, just for the hell of it, up next to me. Because why the hell not? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just, we're going to wait until we got some smoke coming out. And I apologize. I am probably going to, cough directly into the microphone a few times here. So 1, 2. We just waiting for it to buzz and make me feel good, too. Because that's what it does. It vibrates and then it makes me feel good. It vibrates and then it makes me feel good. If I did not mention, we are at ISO 4000. And, well, the aperture is fixed at 1.8. And, yeah. Oh, shit, we are about to buzz. Cheers. Oh, yeah, and we are... for some reason, in ProRes, I can only do the aspect ratio at 17:9 instead of 16:9, whatever, and no 3:2 either. I did kind of want to do the Golden Globe Gate thing, but whatever. I can crop and stretch when I need. Yabba dabba do, little dudes. Yabba dabba do. Yabba dabba doo. I don't know where my little barn girl will be at. She is around here somewhere. Uh, ah, and we are, it looks like anyway, like we're still recording. We got a red square around our thing, so that's a good sign. It's like the old song, you know. Sometimes it's hip to be square. Sometimes it's hip to be square. And hopefully it is also hip to be pear. Because I am not square. I am very much pear. Oh. Alright, so I guess that'll probably be the end of this section of test videos. And then tomorrow, we're vloggy day, so we're back on the Pocket 3. Snippy snap. I'll see you in whatever the next one we be right back. Oh, let's have a snack. Oh shit, you son of a bitch.